If you had to be a tree, which tree would you be?
If I had to be a tree, which tree would it be? I would be a...
Ready for the vlog? Here we go. Tap. You must wear a face cover.
This train terminates at Stanley.
What's the name of the stop again?
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Abs and you're watching the Hayati channel, where we review attraction sites, theme parks, zoos and many other fun things. A very good morning. The date is the 30th of June 2020. Today we are visiting Kew Garden, which is actually one of the most visited famous attraction here in England. Kew Gardens, which is all about botanical gardens. It's actually said to be the world's largest garden and one of the world's most gorgeous garden. It has 300 acres of space. You can imagine how big that is. And it has over 50,000 specimens of plants. It was first opened in 1840, and I believe they have two branches, one here in Richmond, London, Kew Garden, and the other one is, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the name, Wakehurst. The official name is actually Royal Botanic Gardens. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of Kew Garden. I'm sure you have heard of Kew Garden before.
Yes, I have. Yes, I've heard of it.
Would you like to explain to the camera, in your understanding of, first of all, is it your first time?
Yes, it is my
It's
first
my
time.
first time as well. What is Kew Garden in your understanding?
Kew Gardens is the largest botanical gardens in England, I believe.
Whoa. In England, the largest botanical garden in England, I heard it's in the world.
No,
It is in the world. If you look at the sign over there,
Sorry?
it is the biggest, most gorgeous botanical garden in the world. It has 300 acres of space, which is very big.
Yes, that's
And
really
it has
massive.
over 50,000 specimens of plants. That's a lot to see. Now, it's my first time and I don't know how I'm gonna react to seeing trees, plants, trees, rows. But I think even if you're not into it, it should be, if you just want a nice day out, it should still be fun. This is our second vlog post-lockdown. The first one was London Zoo, and this is the second one. And who thought we'd be ever dedicating a vlog to plants and trees? Really weird, isn't it? Obviously, because of all this coronavirus pandemic, we still have to adhere to COVID-19 measures, such as you have to only book online. The reason for that is so they can regulate the amount of people that is coming and doing social distancing. Although it's never very practical in our experience visiting a lot of these attractions. We're still in this kind of semi-lockdown coronavirus period, and naturally you're going to get restricted access COVID-19 measures such as
Social distancing
and
thorough cleaning, masks.
that's from their side. You have to book online, so you can't say, hey, excuse me, can I have one ticket to Kew Garden please? Is that acceptable?
Everything's done online.
The opening times are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and they have slots for almost around every hour to half hour, so do check that out. How's the weather, by the way?
The weather is absolutely crap.
Well,
It's
not
raining.
absolutely crap. The
I
weather
think
is
it's absolutely crap.
well, that's British weather for you. But currently, oh, it's gonna rain. Oh my god. See you later. A very good morning. Here we are at the London Kew Garden. So here's some information. Do not enter the gardens if you suffer from COVID-19. Regularly wash your hands, use a hand sanitizer, avoid touching your face. Please keep the social distancing whilst in the garden. And here's a map. The world's largest collection of living plants and fungi. Here's the opening time, 10 to 6. So as you can see, they got all these social distancing sign outside, and literally it's really big. So we just gone in, had our tickets scanned in. It was a pretty straightforward, simple process. Queue line, the staff were very friendly. The only downside, it's raining, which is thank god I got an umbrella, but I think it's really nice to go in a nice sunny day.
Plants and areas of interest. What's on today? Welcome back to Kew. We missed you, and so did our trees. The swamp cypress is called Taxodium distichum.
So my first impression, it's really pretty, I have to say. It's really well kept, really tidy, really gorgeous looking.
Okay, so we have a pagoda tree here. It used to stand at 15 meters tall, but now it's only the lower branches that have survived.
Take a look at this once again. It's a hive, unique world-class installation, an experience created by us artist Wolfgang Buttress. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful or what? So interesting thing is almost every single major plant or trees or highlights, they have fun fact information attached to it, so you can appreciate what you are looking at. We just got some snacks, coffee snacks. At the moment, the indoor restaurants, proper restaurants, are all closed. So we got this. I got this latte. It's got this Kew food written, Kew Garden style. It is pricey, but on the top, I felt like the customer service was a bit weak. They didn't, for example, give us any sugar with it. We had to ask for it. And look at the size.
No tissue.
Size is really small.
Do hot chocolate? Who doesn't sell hot chocolate? Okay, how much was it? It was probably like £2.50.
Something like that. But it's the size is really small. It's really nice though, well made.
Tiny little drink.
And you can see, is that the hive or one of the indoor areas over there? You can see.
I don't know.
And it's got a message over there.
Can I read? What?
Can I read?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
What they
Look at
mean
the
by
size
English
difference.
breakfast? They mean like
His was
normal
probably
milk.
his was probably more expensive as well.
Closed.
It's vegetables and fruits, I think, or something. You've got watermelon, you've got pepper, you've got aubergine, Brussels sprouts maybe.
We just came out. Basically, the shop, it's called the shop, and I was actually very impressed how spaced it was, how easy things. There were not too many things in the store. It was like everything easy to see, very natural looking. Here it was mainly all about garden and plants related kind of product.
Right, we're here outside the White Peaks. I believe it's a restaurant, maybe with a shop inside as well. Obviously it's closed at the moment. Yeah, so just thought we'd show you what it looks like from the outside with the peaked roofs. So we're outside the children's garden, which is also closed, as you can imagine. And this is the fence, or the gate rather, into the children's garden. As you can see, it's got all these leafy cutouts, which actually look quite cool. I'm not sure how to pronounce that top word.
Olive family.
Oliake. Try and spot the similarities in each group. Okay, we've got this tree here, and I just wanted to show you guys. Looks really nice. Really nice tree, but it's kind of off at a bit of an angle.
Wow. So you can see this, how they water this. They use this kind of automatic, don't know what you call them, pipe thing. Yeah, it makes a really nice musical type of sound. And you can see it's shooting at these waters. I think this is a really cool way of doing it.
Something? Maybe Araucaria trees.
Okay, we're sat in front of a large pond, lake, not really sure what you want to call it, with algae all over it. moss, algae, bit of everything. And over on that side you can see a bridge, and we are going to try to get to that bridge.
I'm actually surprisingly having a lot of fun. So right now we're going to inside a very interesting claustrophobic type of place. Wow. Wow. I thought we've seen it all in the Kew Gardens. Certainly not. Because the place is so big, social distancing is very practical, and unlike some other attractions we've been with, the place is narrow. It's very hard to keep 2 meters distance. And
really
another thing
easy,
is they can let so many people in because the place is like massive.
Such a big park. It's like Hyde Park but bigger, and there's so many things to see, like plant wise and flowers and whatnot.
And what's your highlight so far?
The highlight was the pond. Yeah, the ponds and looking
Oh, I love the pond.
Yeah, the pond was really nice.
As I'm walking by, I can see a beautiful lamppost style mirror. I think that's pretty cool. The thing I want to mention, don't get me wrong, the park, the garden is beautiful, but I think they could do better if they add more signs. There's lots of signs, but because the garden is very big, you need more signs. That's number one. Number two is they need more benches, and again they have many benches, but because the garden is very big, you need even more benches. Apart from that, it's beautiful. Again, this is one of the enclosures which are closed. Looks very impressive from the outside.
How was your trip today?
I can tell you, in the beginning when I came, I thought it's not worth it, but it's definitely worth it for the money, even though half of the stuff is closed. Of course, people who are below, I think 24 years old age, they even pay around £4.50 or something like that. It was absolutely fabulous. Loved it.
Okay, and ma'am, what about you?
Yes, I loved it as well. Like, this is very suitable for families, for children, and for people like us, or anyone generally. But if you have really bad feet, I would not recommend to come here because your feet does kill after the end of the day. But
if you hate exercise, if you have pain in your feet,
You're
or you just
lazy.
don't like, you're lazy, you are gonna be in agonizing pain. Don't come. Anyway, I rate this place around 6 or 7 out of 10. Highly recommend it. You?
I would say 6.5 out of 10.
You?
I'd give it a 8.
8. You?
Okay, I think at the moment, I think I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, but I feel like if we'd come in sunny weather and when none of this was all closed and everything, then I would definitely probably give it a high 9, I would say.